SDL is next. SDL. All right, SDL is next.
Yeah, somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Somebody does love, oh, oh, oh. Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you, oh, oh. I'm thinking about you. 당신은 누굴 사랑하는가 또 누굴 생각하는가 또 누굴 기억하는가 또 누굴 미워하는가 누굴 위해 사는가 또 누굴 위해 우는가 누굴 위해 우는가 이것이 사랑 아닐까 사랑이란 단어의 그 거창함 덕에 쉽게 잊고 사는 것이 말야 사랑이라 당신이 그리워하는 것은 그대일까 아니면 미화된 기억 저편의 그대일까 Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Somebody does love, oh, oh, oh. Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you, oh, oh, oh. I'm thinking 참 말야 바람대로 되는 게 없지 인간관계란 정말 어려워 역시 애초부터 맞지 않는 거였어 우리 둘 사이 간극을 좁혀보려는 것 자체가 혹시 기억은 미화되긴 마련이야 벌써 희미한 것처럼 영원을 노래하던 우린 없어 마치 꿈처럼 내가 그리워하는 것은 말야 그대일까 아니면 후회와 미련이 남는 그대일까 Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Somebody does love, oh, oh.
I'm hearing a female voice, and I don't see a feature on this track. I'm curious.
Somebody does love,
Adora?
but I'm thinking about you.
Damn, did you just hear that?
Does love, but I'm thinking about you. Oh, oh. I'm thinking 사랑은 봄날에 쏟아지는 저 햇살 같다가도 어느새 밀려와 버린 겨울바다 거센 파도 우리가 그리워하는 것은 그때일까 아니면 추억 속에 묻어버린 그대일까 그래서 난 그저 말없이 웃어보려 해 미화된 그때를 회상하기엔 수고스럽게 우리가 추억하고 있는 건 그때일까 아니면 추억 속에 웃고 있는 그대일까 Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Somebody does love, oh, oh, oh. Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Oh, oh, I'm thinking about you.
That had a very late 90s, early BTS vibe to it. I know that's a completely different era, like two different eras, I know. But right off the top, that's sexy.
Yeah, somebody does love, but I'm
That's a good pace change. It's pretty harsh, but that's a good little twist right after Amygdala. Oh, interesting. Because next is People Part 2. And that, if I remember right, is the one with the video and IU in the house. Ugh, all that effort for the word house. Okay, so yeah, we're shifting gears here. But if I know Yoongi, ooh, he could really surprise me here. Here was my theory. Don't say anything if I'm right or wrong. I probably shouldn't even say this. So I'm just going to say, here's my theory. Oh man, we got some hard-hitting stuff in the beginning. We're starting to shift gears. We're going to shift gears between SDL and People Part 2. It could stay on that same trajectory And then in the last song, or maybe two songs, it's going to be Whiplash. That's my guess. Don't say anything if I'm right or wrong, but I'm guessing based on Yoongi, but he could surprise me because he wants to be unpredictable. And if I can predict it, that's not very dictable. What? Predictable. He's got me all worked up. SDL lyrics, huh? Let's give him a quick read. Somebody does love. I was right. That's all I needed to know. Okay. Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Whom? You don't get a lot of whom these days. Whom do you love? And who do you think about? Also, who do you remember? And who do you detest? Damn, Yoongi skipped a couple steps. Whom are you living for? And who do you smile for? Whom do you cry for? Is this not love? Due to the grandness of the word love, what we easily forget as we live to is love. Is it them whom you long for, or is it the glorified time of back then and the other side of memories? Damn! Somebody does love, but I'm thinking about you. Really, there's nothing that goes as we wish. Human relationships are difficult, expectedly. Never got along to begin with. The gap between us, the narrowing itself was forced. Memories are bound to be glorified. Like how it's already hazy. Like there's no us who sang about forever like a dream. Is it them whom I'm longing for? Or is it the regret, remnant feelings of back then? Well, we're peeling the onion, folks. Love is like that pouring sunlight in the spring days. Before one knows it, the fierce waves of the winter sea flood in. Is it the time back then that we long for? Or is it them who's buried in memories? So I just smile without words, as it's a chore to reminisce the glorified time of back then. Is it the time back then that we reminisce, or is it them smiling inside those memories? Damn! I did not expect that. I want to pull up a quote real quick. How many of you are familiar? How many of you are familiar with Brené Brown? She is a psychologist that specializes in shame. And she's done a bunch of TED Talks. She's done a bunch of documentaries. Shame and vulnerability. She's absolutely brilliant. She's incredible. She has this one quote about nostalgia. Okay, you ready for this? Think about what we just read in SDL with Yoongi and what he's talking about memories and what's real versus what not. Her name is Brené Brown, and I'll give you a screen here and you can see. I can pull this up, right? That should work. It's not the best, but you'll get it. So here is Brené Brown. Nostalgia is also a dangerous form of comparison. Think about how often we compare our lives to a memory that nostalgia has so completely edited that it never really existed. Boom. If any of you are interested in checking out Brené Brown, I would YouTube Brené Brown TED Talk and you're gonna see one. Oh, what the hell was it? It was on Netflix. It might still be. I think it's called the power of vulnerability, or the power of courage, or something like that. You won't regret it. I can assure you. I've seen it like 7 times. She's amazing. But I mention that because for me and my experiences as a human walking on this giant space rock, nostalgia has been something that at times has gotten me through some really, really dark stuff, some really difficult times. Because nostalgia for me, edited or not, was enough to keep a form of hope in my heart. Where the curse of nostalgia has gotten me is like when, like Brene is saying, I compare my life now to these little memories that I have, and I think, damn, if I could only go back, oh, it would be perfect, but it's not real. I'm not remembering all of the bad stuff that was part of my life. I'm only remembering these good little tidbits. It doesn't work that way. So nostalgia is a blessing and it's a curse. And I think understanding that is probably at least one of the first steps to knowing that we can't take it at face value. So I don't know if that made sense or not. And maybe some of you can relate to that. But with the lyrics of this, and I am so glad that I read this. So strawberry cupcake lover of cupcakes, thank you for recommending, or at least asking, to read these lyrics. I'm glad that I did.